So here we are with Matt's 2,000 points of Ultramarines. So over here we've got the first part of the army, a nice battalion here with a captain with a relic blade and a combi plasma there. Next one we've got a librarian, two squads of tactical marines, got two las cannons there, one plasma and combi plasmans on the sergeants. Over here we've got a razorback with twin assault cannons. We've got the beast, we've got the repulsor tank here. I hate these things, but let's see what it's like. Over here we have got a spearhead detachment here. We've got a captain with a plasma pistol, a power fist, a lieutenant there. Two squads of hellblasters, a predator with all the las cannons, and over here we've got a super heavy auxiliary here with two knights there. So that is Matt's army there. He's bringing a good force. Let's have a look at the Wordbearers. Right, so here in my 2,000 points of Wordbearers. In fact, I'm only bringing just over 1,500 points. The rest of the points are going to be put in for summoning lovely demons. So over on the left we've got a battalion and we've got a spearhead. So let's start with the battalion. Over here we've got two flying demon princes, both Mark of Khorne here, one with two claws, one's got a claw and an axe. We've got a Chaos Lord down here with a power sword and plasma pistol, also Mark of Khorne. With him are 5 basic Chaos Marines with combat weapons. The champion has a plasma pistol and they'll be rocking up in this Rhino at the back with Havoc launchers. We've got 2 squads of 20 cultists, both squads armed with autoguns. Moving over to the spearhead, we have 1 squad of Havoc Marines here, 4 plasma guns and a combi plasma, 4 basic guys there. They will be up in this Rhino here with the Havoc launcher. Next we've got a Mauler Fiend with magma cutters. We've got a Vindicator there. We've got 3 mutilators here, Mark of Khorne also. And down here we have got a Chaos Lord Korkid, who has got 2 lightning claws, and also he is the Mark of Khorne. So that's my army. Korkid here will be leading the force against the Ultramarines. Let's have a look at deployment and the battlefield. Right, so here we are back again. Matt has brought his Ultramarines against the Wordbearers. It's our third outing now, 1 apiece. Who will be victorious? We will see. So we're doing the relic today with a hammer and anvil deployment. So if we go over to the church down here, we've got the artifact the Wordbearers are after, and of course the Ultramarines want to prevent that for whatever reason. The Wordbearers are after it and they're putting a pretty good force up against the Ultramarines today. So if we go over to this side of the battlefield to see the Wordbearer deployment down here. So we've got the Mauler Fiend down here, Demon Prince in the ruins, cultists in the centre with Vindicator. Up on the other building here we have got the second Demon Prince, and down across here we've got a nice force of rhinos and cultists. Right in the centre here we've got the church where the relic is being held. Across the battlefield, however, we have got the Ultramarines. So we've got a Razorback there. No one is inside the Razorback. We've got the Repulsor here with a squad of Hellblasters, a Lieutenant and the Captain inside. Behind there, we've got the Predator. We've got 2 squads up on top of this building here. A nice line of sight into that ruin. Down here, we've got another element of the Ultramarines. So we've got the other captain, a librarian, a few more tactical marines over in the jungle area here. We've got some hellblasters and supporting them, of course. We've got some knights. So very nasty force for the Wordbearers to be charging towards. But also I think the Wordbearers should be able to hold their own with potential summoning taking place here. In reserve, the Wordbearers have Korkid, the Warlord, the Chaos Terminator Lord, and we have got the mutilators also in reserve. Right, so Chaos have deployed first, so we get +1 to this roll. So you can't beat it, Matt, but do you want to try and seize?
I think I'll try. No.
Goodness. Right, okay, so over to turn 1 for the Wordbearers. Right, turn 1 movement for the Chaos Forces. So down here the Mauler Fiend had a little advance. Got closer here to the Space Marine tanks. The rest of the Chaos Force is all pushed up. All along here we've got advances. The Vindicator didn't advance. Hopefully we're going to get a Demolisher shot off in a moment. Also the Rhinos didn't advance, but the Cultists are running up, trying to keep up with the rest of the Chaos line there. Across here, we've got prepared positions. Matt is using a new stratagem for 2 command points to give these guys a bit of an extra boost in cover, which is going to be very helpful. Although there isn't that much chaos firing, it's good to see that stratagem being played. So let's move on to turn 1 shooting for chaos. So we're going to start the shooting phase here. Both the rhinos are going to fire the havoc launchers across the field into the hellblasters in the terrain there. Right, so here we go. 2d6 shots. 4 shots. Right, let's see if I can hit any. Right, because they're heavy and they've moved, we're hitting on 4s. Okay, so that's 2 hits. We're wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. It's 2 wounds. Let's see if we can make some saves. Yep, there we go. Matt's just rolled here. We've got 3 and a 2. 2 successful saves there. It's not going to be much for shooting. Next up, we've got the Vindicator. So the next up and the last bit of shooting here, we're going to fire the Vindicator into the repulsor there. So it's got D3 shots as a single target. Let's see what we can do. Right, okay, so D3 shots of the Vindicator into the repulsor. Okay, so 2 shots. We're hitting on 4s because we moved. 2 hits there, beautiful. Wounding on 3s. 1, I'm going to use a command point to reroll this one. Nope, nothing. Right, okay, so Matt, we need a save, please. Let's see what you can do. Right, so 1 5-up save for the tank. No, so D6 damage, unless you want to do a reroll.
Nope,
no, he's good. 4 wounds onto the repulsor. Right, that's not too bad. So we've got no combat, so we're going to go straight over to turn 1 for the Ultramarines. Right, turn 1 movement for the Ultramarines. And as you can see here, it's been a nice, steady forward march for them. Primaris have jumped out of the repulsor here, taking up positions behind this barricade, preparing to put some shots into the chaos lines there. A lot of hellblasters are going to be very painful. Back here we've got the knight that's also coming around, kind of getting towards the ruin there. The Marines are moving up with the captain and the librarian steadily behind there. And across the field here we've got the hellblasters and the other knight there pushing up towards the chaos lines across there. So it's a good advance by the Ultramarines. They march from a crag, but they also fall from a crag. Let's move into turn 1 shooting and psychic for the Ultramarines. So turn 1 psychic and shooting for the Ultramarines. So we did this one off camera because there's quite a lot of shooting, so it's going to take a while. So the Repulsor and the Razorback fired into the cultists, completely shredding the 20 cultists that were there. The las cannons from the Repulsor came in on the Mauler Fiend, hit twice, wounded twice, failed 2 saves, used a reroll to save 1, and then he did 1 damage luckily. So that wasn't too bad, although the Mauler Fiend then was shot by the Predator, by the Hellblasters, and by a las cannon from the attack squad up there, and taking him down to 6 wounds now. The other Demon Prince, unfortunately, was killed with 9 wounds dealt out by this beast here. The autocannons just coming in and ripping the Demon Prince apart. Come across the battlefield. We had a bit of damage over on this right flank, but nowhere near as much damage as we had over there. So this Rhino down here is taking a couple of wounds. It was shot at once again by the Marines up in the building there. They came in and shot down here. A couple of cultists were killed off. Nothing too bad though, I think 2 cultists in total. And down here the Hellblasters and the Knight came in here and took this Rhino down to 5 wounds, so a bit of damage here. So overall it could have been a lot worse for Chaos, although we have suffered some casualties. Losing 1 Demon Prince is quite bad. It could have been worse by losing 2, but that's it. So let's move on to turn 2 for Chaos. Turn 2 movement for Chaos. So down here the Mutilators have come out of the warp up against the armour here, hopefully tie a little bit of that up. The Mauler Fiend regaining 1 wound for its demon powers, get pushed forward towards the Razorback. Chaos Lord has come in behind there as well. And the Demon Prince has summoned a few Bloodletters here. So 30 Bloodletters have been summoned in from the Demon Prince here. We had to use 1 command point to re-roll 1 dice. Sorry, not re-roll 1 dice, sorry. The Dark Pact stratagem for the Wordbearers. So I've got 30 Bloodletters in there. Across here as well, the Cultists have pushed up. aided by the Chaos Space Marines just behind, moving up to engage those Marines there. And across there, we've got the Havocs, have disembarked from the Rhino, the Chaos Lord there, just in range there to use his aura ability to put some fire into the Hellblasters and the Knight there. So that's everything. Matt, however, is playing some sort of all-specs trickery stratagem onto the Hellblasters. I'm going to be firing into the Bloodletters there because they are in all specs range. So, Matt, you wish to roll some dice?
Hitting on fours.
Hitting on fours.
Rerunning ones.
Yep, rerunning ones because, of course, the captain is behind them. Hopefully we'll get some more fails here. Okay, it's not too bad. And we are wounding on twos because only toughness 3. Yikes. Okay, let's have some armor saves. All right. 5 ups. Okay, so 3 of the demons have died. The Marines will pay for this. Right, let's move on to turn 2, psychic and shooting for chaos. So first up here, we are going to fire the magma cutters into the Razorback. So we are going to be hitting on 4s. Let's see if we can do any damage. Right, so hitting on 4s. Come on, Wall of Ink. Oh, I am within 6 inches of the Chaos Lord. So re-rolling. Maul of Ink, come on. All right, let's see what else I can do. All right, so next up, we are firing the Vindicator Demolisher Cannon up across to the repulsor there. So we didn't move, so we're hitting on 3s. Let's see how many shots we get first. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, 2 saves please sir, -3 modifier, oh dear, 2d6 damage, 5 wounds, and yeah, I'm actually going to spend a command point because I hate this thing on the 1, so 3. Right, so 7 damage onto the repulsor there. Let's see what else I can do. Alright, so next up here, we're going to fire the Havocs into the Hellblasters there. So they're going to fire their plasmas overcharged because I don't believe Ultramarine Primaris deserve to live. We are in range of the Chaos Lord there, so let's have a look, see if we've got 10 plasma shots going in there, see what we can do. Right, so I've got 5 lots of rapid fire going in here, rerunning 1s to see if we can get some hits. Okay, so that's 1 hit so far. We can see a pattern here. 2 hits so far. 4 hits so far, 5 hits so far, 6, 7 hits so far. All right, let's see if we can wound any. Okay, so overcharge, so we're wounding the Primaris on 2s. Okay, so that is 7 lots have hit there. Let's see if we can save any. Right, so Matt's got 7 6-ups to make here from the overcharged plasma guns. Oh dear. No, so all the Hellblasters have...
2 wounds apiece.
2 damage. 2 damage. 2 damage. Yeah, so 7 Hellblasters. So the whole squad of 5 have been destroyed, luckily. And the bolt guns are just left standing there. Excellent stuff by the Havocs. Let's move on to the remaining Rhinos. Right, so now we're firing both the Havoc launchers here into the Marines at the back. Let's see how many shots we get. The Rhino on the right is now hitting on 4s because it's gone down a bracket. So let's see how many shots we get. So 5 shots. Let's see if we can actually hit anything this time. So 4s. Okay, so we've got 3 hits there. It's strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s to wound. So that's 2 saves with no modifier, please, Matt. Okay, so they've made it, damn it. Right, so the next one. This one's hitting on 3s. So it's got 6 shots. That's a little bit better. Maybe we can kill a Marine. We'll see. So hitting on 3s. Okay, so that's 5. Wounding on 3s. So that is 4. 4 saves, please. 1 dead. Yeah. Right, so that is all the shooting. It's not been too bad. The cultists also shot at the Marines over here. Didn't really do anything. I think of 1 Marine. So now 2 Marines have died. So we're going to move on to assault. We've got a few charges here. And let's see if they're able to get anything into combat with the Ultramarines Elite. So first charge here, we're going to have the Mauler Fiend charging in there. It's a 4-inch charge, but of course the Razorback gets to unload a volley of fire into the Mauler Fiend as it charges in. Right, so Razorback firing Overwatch into the Mauler Fiend. So the assault cannons on top first, hitting on 6s. Right, so we got one there so far. Rerolling 1s.
One dropped off the table.
Yep, so rerolling the 1s.
Nope.
So 1, and we need a 5 to wound. He got a 5 to wound, didn't he? Would. And then a 4. No, so it's taking another wound going in there. So it's actually taking him down a bracket. Right, okay, and let's see if we make the charge. So that's a 4-inch charge. Luckily. Right, let's move him in. So next up, we're trying a charge in here against the Predator. It's a 9-inch charge. There's a lot of las cannons. This could really hurt. So let's have a look to see what Matt can do. Right, so Mutilators getting charged, overwatched by the Predator. Las cannon time. Whew, thank goodness for that. Right, 9-inch charge. Come on, Chaos Gods. Yes. Right, let's move them in. So next up, the Demons are going to be charging into the Hellblasters there. Need a 9-inch charge. Let's see if they can do something about the Demon charge. Hellblasters overwatching into the Demons. Matt, can you do it? Not really. 1 hit so far. 1 hit. So 2 to wound. 5 up save. Nope. So 1 more demon has fallen. 9-inch charge. I'm going to use a reroll on the 2. No! Right, okay. And let's see what else we can do. So next up, the Chaos Lord is going to try and charge into the Hellblasters there. We need a 9-inch charge because of his relic. He's re-rolling charge distances, but are the Hellblasters able to do any damage on his way in? Right, okay, so the Chaos Lord in Terminator armor, core kid, charged in with a nice juicy charge. Although the Hellblasters, for some reason, got a lot of Overwatch. I think we had 6 Overwatch hits, 5 wounded. A couple got through, but Tenacious Survivor actually kept him in the game. He's taken, he's on 3 wounds now. He's taken 2 wounds so far, so it's quite close there, but he's got in there. And now we're going to move on to the Cultists, see if they can charge the Tactical Marines. So the Cultists here, I'm going to be charging through the ruins here and trying to take out this squad of Tactical Marines, pushing them back. See if we can do it. Overwatch, we've got 4 bolt shots coming in with combi bolters and 4 plasma shots coming in. The blues are the bolters and the reds are the plasmas. Let's go for it. Okay, so that's 2 bolt guns have hit so far. Now the plasmas. Oh, no, they haven't. Yep, rerunning 1s. Of course, he's not overcharging them. He's not a madman. Right, so there we go. Let's see if they can wound. Winning on 3s. 1. And see if the plasma wounds on a 2. Yep, so 1 is definitely dead. And the other one is also dead. So 2 dead cultists. See if we can make the charge in. We cannot. Never mind. Right, so 1 more charge to go. It's the last charge of turn 2 here. We're going to try and get the Havoc squad here, charging into this knight here to lock it up. We can't have those autocannons firing another volley. So let's see if this thing can overwatch and do as much damage as I'm expecting. So first up, the Heavy Stubber is firing Overwatch into the Havocs. Go for it. No. Then the autocannon. So it's D3, 4 D3 shots. Oof, not bad at all. Right, okay, let's see how many can actually hit. Right, so here we go. Hitting on 6s. Here come the 1s, here come the 1s. Yes! Brilliant. Right, okay, charging time. Let's see if we can get in. Yes, we can. We're in combat. So we've actually made a nice few charges in here. Some key units have been locked up. We've got the Predator locked up here, the Razorback, the Hellblasters here as well, and the Knight on the other flank. So we're going to start combat with the Chaos Lord here. Just saying, Matt, I don't want him trying any cheeky step-in moves here. So the Hellblasters are first up. We're going to get 5 attacks here for the Chaos Lord, hitting on 2s and rerolling wounds. So let's see if we can kill any Hellblasters. So first up, Chaos Lord. Here we go, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, it's lucky. Okay, so that also creates another attack of Death to the False Emperor. Right, okay, so that's 6 hits. Wounding on 4s, rerolling because of course it's dual lightning claws. Was I rerolling that one? Alright, let's see if Matt can make some saves. Right, so 6 5-ups for the Hellblasters. Oh dear, that's not good. So that's 5 wounds have gone through there. So a fair bit of damage. Right, let's move on to the next charging. So next up, we've got the Mauler Fiend up against the Razorback here. I think we're going to have to use Demon Forge to assure some destruction, but who knows. So let's see what we can do. So I've got 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of Demon Forge. Re-rolling that one. Yep, yeah, I'm wounding on strength 10, so I'm wounding on 3s. Re-rolling. Right, oof, nice. Right, see if Matt can pass any saves here. Right, so Matt needs 3 6-ups, or it's 9 damage. No, so 9 damage on the Razorback there. Very close to destruction. Right, let's move on to the next unit. Right, so next up, we've got the Mutilators here. They're going to be attacking the Predator. So let's see if they're actually going to do anything this time. Right, so we're strength 6. We're hitting on 3s. We've got a -3 AP and 2 damage. Right, ooh, that's not too bad. A couple of 6s in there, so we get extra hits. I'm going to re-roll these 3 anyway for the 3 6s there. Right, okay. So we need 5s to wound. Okay, so that's 1 wound and -3 AP. Matt, can you pass that? Most probably yes. No, so 2 damage on the Predator. Well done, Mutilators, you did very well. So last up here, we've got the Havocs are going to be doing attacks against this knight here. Let's see if they're actually going to do any wounds. So 11 attacks, hitting on 3s. Got a few 1s there. There we go. Also got a 6 here, so we're rolling for that, because of course it's applicable to knights as well as marines. Right, okay, and I believe it's toughness 7 on that knight. So we are wounding on 5s. Wow, there you go, it's 2 wounds there. Can Matt pass 2 3-up saves with the knight? No, he can't pass 2, he's passed 1. Right, okay, so let's see what Matt has been able to do in his counterattacks. Right, so Matt had his fight back. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to do anything at all. The knight did a bit of hit, but wasn't able to wound. But across the line here, nothing happened. The Hellblasters were able to inflict 1 wound, but the Terminator armor prevented any damage there. So let's see what the Ultramarines can do in their turn 2. Turn 2 movement for the Ultramarines. So this knight has fallen back out of combat from the Havocs, kind of pushed back to re-establish themselves, push back, get ready, reinforce and push again, as the Codex does say. And this knight has also pushed back very slightly, I think. Marines holding their ground there with the captain, preparing themselves for the charge from the Chaos Marines and the cultists here. Up in the castle here, Ultramarines is holding ground, getting ready, taking aim. The Hellblasters have fallen out of combat, the Razorback has fallen out of combat, and the Predator has fallen out of combat there. Ultramarines down here, of course, can shoot with a -1 to hit because of their chapter tactic. The Librarian has come across to support the Warlord and his retinue down here. And this is going to be quite interesting. I think the Repulse is going to let fire and take a lot out this turn. So let's move into turn 2, Psychic and Shooting for the Ultramarines. So we're going to start off turn 2, Psychic and Shooting for the Ultramarines with a Smite. The closest target now is actually the Warlord there. He's right there. He's a tempting target. And then I believe he's going to do a Null Zone after that. So let's have a look to see if he's able to smite him. Let's try a Smite. Let's go for it. Oh no! Peril's time! Oh, that's not good, is it? You want to re-roll? Right, good choice, good choice. There we go. 11. An 11, that's good. Right, so D6. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 5, oh no. Right, so I get no save, but I do have Tenacious Survivor. So if I'm lucky with the 6s, I might be all right. Oh, 3 wounds. I've taken 3 wounds. Do I re-roll? I've got to do a re-roll. Right, here we go. Don't die. Ah, no, the Warlord's dead and I'm down a command point. Next up, we're doing a Null Zone on the Librarian. So it's a warp charge of 8. And he's gone off. There we go. Right, let's move into shooting. Right, so first bit of shooting here is going to be the Repulsor. So the Repulsor has gone down a bracket here, but it's the las cannon at the front that's going to fire into the Mauler Fiend. Big threat there. Every other weapon is going to be firing across down into this massive squad of Bloodletters to see if they're able to thin them out before the charge goes off. First up, we find the las cannons at the Mauler Fiend. We're hitting on 4s now. Right, can we do it? Oh no, we can. Right, wounding on 3s. Both wounded. Right, 2 5-up saves for the demon. No, they've both gone through. D6 damage each, 6 wounds left. Please don't do this. Ah, he's dead. See if he explodes. No, he doesn't. Right, okay, next up, a lot of Gatler shots are going off. Right, here we go. So the Gatler gun, we've got 18 shots here, hitting on 4s into the bloodletters. Let's go, Matt. Let's roll some dice. Right, okay, there's a couple of misses there. A few 1s as well, which of course are going to get re-rolled. Thanks to the ways of the Ultramarines. Right, okay, so there's a few misses still there. Okay, so the weapon is strength 5 and -1 AP. But so we're winning on 3s and we're getting a 5-up save. Let's do it. Oh, there's a lot of 3s. Oh no, it's not what I wanted at all. Right, okay, I'm going to use your dice and roll some armor saves. Let's have some saves. 5-ups. Okay, there's a couple here. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 dead bloodletters. Right, what's next? Next up, we got the storm bolters coming in from the repulsor again. So hitting on 4s and wounding on 3s. Right, so it's 3 hit. Wounding on 3s. 3 saves. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. 3 more dead. Okay, next up, we've got the missile pod with D3 shots, hitting on 5s now. Okay, so 2 shots, hitting on 5s. You want to reroll that one there?
That was a 4.
Yeah, everyone saw. Right, so 1 hit and rolling to wound.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so 2's to wound. Yep, and 5-up demon save. Come on, dice. Right, okay, so that is another dead demon. Right, so next up, after the repulsor has fired, the Hellblasters are now going to fire into the demons. They're hitting on 4s because they fell back, but of course, being Ultramarines, it's all good. So they're hitting on 4s now rather than 3s. Of course, he's not going to overcharge them, so let's have a look, see if any hit. Right, so hitting on 4s with the Hellblasters. Okay, rerolling 1s, because he can't be too far away from Captain. No, okay, so 2's to wound. Okay, re-rolling 1s because you've got a lieutenant. There we go. All right, so it's 5 hit. Really not very happy about these demons. Right, so we go past a few there. So 2 more have died. So next up, this squad of 3 are putting their shots into the Chaos Marines, which are lurking behind the cultists. So let's see if they're able to kill any of the Wordbearers. So we've got 2 plasma shots coming in and 1 bolter. So the blue is a bolter and the 2 red are the plasma. Okay, so they have all hit. 3's to wound with the red. So both wounded. And 4's to wound with that one. Okay, so there we go. Let's see if we can get 2 6-ups. No, so 2 dead Chaos Marines. So we've got the captain here firing the combi shots into the Marines there as well. Let's see if he's ever doing any damage. So hitting on 3s because it's a combi shot bolter and it's firing both. So the red is the plasma and the blue is the bolter. So hitting on 3s here. Both hit. Red is the plasma. No, nothing there at all. Right, okay, see what's next. So next up we've got the Armiger here supporting his brother that's fallen out of combat. He's going to put his autocannon shots up into the Havocs here to see if he can take a few of these out. So first up, heavy stubbers. Hitting on 3s, that's 2 hit. Wounding on 4s. No. Okay, so next up, the autocannons. Here come all the 1s and 2s. That's what we want, people. Oh, no we don't. Right, so that is pretty nasty. Let's have a look to see how many are going to hit. 10 shots, hitting on 3s. Right, there's a couple of misses there. Right, next up, we're wounding on 3s. Right, okay, that's not too bad. And it's a -1 AP if I remember correctly, but 3 damage. So 4-up saves. Oh no, that's 4 dead Marines. Those bolt guns are going to be removed. Right, so next up, this squad up here, the bolters are going to be firing down into the bloodletters to try and get rid of these. And the las cannon from up here is firing down into the major threat for the armor, into the Vindicator down there. Right, let's see what he can do. Right, so next up, we're going to fire the bolters and the plasmas into the bloodletters. Let's go. Right, okay, so that is 3 hits. Right, okay, and the bolters are hit wounding on freeze. Okay, there we go, it's 1.
Because of the lieutenant.
The lieutenant, yeah, is in range there. So 2 wounded, and the plasma. There we go, so all 3 are wounded. Demon saves are us. Oh, see that one there? Right, so 1 has failed. Let's see what the last cannon can do. Right, so next up, we've got the last cannon here, hitting on freeze. That's a 4, it's hit. Wounding on freeze. No. Oh, you're going to use a command point?
No, for the lieutenant.
Oh, the lieutenant is in range, of course.
Ah.
There we go. Right, okay. So that is that. I think we've got one last squad. Let's see what they're going to shoot. Last up for the Ultramarines here. This squad is going to fire the las cannon. It's going to target the havocs that are just down there. And the bolters are going to go firing down into the bloodletters to try and finish them off. Right, let's see what they can do. So first up, we've got the bolters and plasma firing into the bloodletters, hitting on freeze. Re-rolling the 1, because I think you're probably in range of one of your captains.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, one of the captains are there, so re-rolling that one. Yep, so all hit. We're rolling to wound. So we need 3s for the blues, and 2s, there we go. So that is 3 demon saves. 2 dead. Right, and the havocs, fire your las cannon into the havocs and see if you can do anything. Hopefully not. Hit. Wounded. 6 up. Yay! Right, okay, so that is it. Let's do some morale checks because I don't think there's any charges and see who has died. So, leadership time. So these guys, unless they're on a 1 because of the banner there, they are all dead. Oh, so close. I'm not going to re-roll because they're only summoned scum. Right, let's see who else needs a leadership. Right, so the Havocs down here, we lost 4. Leadership 8, so let's have a roll. I'll re-roll that. Yep, so 4, 5, 6, 7, leadership 8, we're fine there. Right, let's move on to turn 3 for Chaos. So turn 3 movement for the Wordbearers. So if we have a look down here, the Mutilators are pushing up again, moving up against the armour there to try and lock that in. Down here, another squad of 20 bloodletters have been deployed by the Demon Prince there, which will hopefully take another lot of firepower. Cultists have jumped onto the relic there inside the church. They are getting their filthy little mitts all over it. The Vindicator has remained stationary, and across the field, let's see what else we've done. Right, so down across here, the 3 remaining Chaos Marines and the Lord are pushing up to face off against the 3 Tactical Marines and the Captain there. Maybe see who can win that fight down here. We have the Havocs moving up against the Knight, putting another volley of plasma fire in. Hopefully they'll be able to finish off one of the Knights. So let's see what we can do in turn 3 shooting for Chaos. The first shot of this turn, we are going to fire the Vindicator into the 1 wound Razorback. We can't let this thing live. Potentially it could go off and do some damage to things around it. We're just out of range of the Repulsor and the Hellblasters. I want to get some Bloodletters in there. So let's see if we can do anything to this. Vindicator at the Razorback. How many shots? 2 shots. Needing 3s to hit. Both hits. Needing 3s to wound. 1 wound. Need a 6 up save, sir. Do not get 6. Whew, goodness. All right. So it's going to blow up. So do you want to see if it does blow up? Sorry. It doesn't blow up. So a wrecked Razorback over on the left flank. Let's move on to a bit more shooting. So these 3 here are going to fire their pistols into that tactical squad there. So we've got 2 bolt pistols and 1 plasma pistol, just at a range of a grenade, which is a shame. So let's see if they're able to do anything. Right, so the grey ones are bolt pistols, the green one is a plasma pistol, and we're re-rolling 1s because the Lord is standing next to them. Right, so they've all hit. We need 4s and 3s. So 3 with the green and 4s with the grey. Right, there we go. So 2 have wounded, 2 bolt pistols are wounded. Can the power armor protect them? Yes, power armor has protected both of them. And we're going to fire the Lord at the same target. So he's going to fire. He's going to re-roll his 1. He's hit. He's wounded. 6 up save, please. 1 Marine has fallen. Bolt guy. Yeah, typical. Right, okay. So let's see if the Havocs are able to do anything to the Knight. Right, so next up, we've got the Havocs here. They're actually going to fire their overcharged plasma guns into the unwounded Knight, and we're going to try and get a charge off in assault into this Knight. So Matt has just said he's going to rotate his iron shields. So let's see if we can do anything. Yeah, Matt has just reminded me we've got no Lord for the rerolls. So we're overcharging, hitting on 3s, dying on 1s. Nope, it's a 1 hit so far. Next one. 3 hits so far. 4, 5 hits so far. It's slightly better so far. I might have said that too soon. 6, 7. Oh. 8 hits. Right, let's see if we can wound. Right, so strength 8, toughness 7, wounding on 3s. So strength 8, toughness 7, wounding on 3s. Here we go. Oh no, there's a lot of 1s and 2s here. Right, okay, so we need 4 invulnerable saves. Right, so 4 ups from Matt for his iron shields. Right, so 2 fails. That's 4 damage onto the other Knight. Right, I'm going to finish up shooting with some Havoc launchers and I'll let you know how it went. Right, so I fired everything now. I fired both the Havoc launchers at different Knights just to chip off 1 wound here or there. Unfortunately, didn't do anything here. So we're going to move into assault. We're in some good positions and potentially we get some nice charges off here. We've got this nice squad of Bloodletters 9 inches away from the Hellblasters. Hopefully that will pay off and we can get into combat. We've got 1 command point left. Should we use it on them? Decisions. And down here we've got the Mutilators against the 2 tanks there. And in the centre, sorry, we have got some Chaos Marines and a Chaos Lord that could possibly charge in here. So let's do some charge moves and see what worked and what didn't work. Right, so all the charges are moved. Mutilators took a lot of damage going in against both tanks here, but the 1 Mutilator is now engaged both tanks, locking them up in there. Down here, the Bloodletters have charged into the Hellblasters there. They've got no invulnerable save at the moment because the ability went off there. Down here, the Chaos Marines and the Lord have come in. The Captain has heroically intervened over here. And finally, the Havocs took a lot of damage. 3 died charging into this Knight, but they are locking that Knight up there. So, let's have a look to see if we're able to do any damage in combat. Right, so turn 3 assault. What happened? So over here, the Mutilator did his attacks there, doing 2 wounds onto the Repulsor, allowing him down to 3 wounds there. It's quite a easy target now for a potential tank hunter. Didn't do anything against the Predator. They fought back, nothing against the Mutilator. Down here, the Bloodletters made their charge in, killed the Hellblasters and followed up into Lieutenant. The Lieutenant then killed off 3 of the Bloodletters because of the null zone being deployed by the Librarian there. Over in the centre here, the Chaos Marines and the Lord charged in, killed off the Tactical Marines. The Captain attempted to deal with the Lord there, but nothing happened at all. And finally, yep, another Havoc died. Unfortunately, he was killed, stomped to death by the little Knight there, and nothing was done back to the Knight, but locking him once again in combat. So we've got a couple of leaderships. Got leadership down here. We've lost 4, leadership 7. Right, that is not good. Right, okay, so we'll remove some casualties there. And in the centre, we didn't lose enough there, but we did lose 4 there. So a leadership for him, and he's fine there. Right, okay, let's move on to turn 3 for the Ultramarines. Right, so we're on turn 3 movement for the Ultramarines. So down on this flank here, the Knight is still engaged with the Chaos Marine. Potentially you can kill him quite easily, so we'll see. Down here, the Captain is sheltering in the ruin, scared of the Chaos Marines, having some sort of distant memory of past conflicts possibly, and it's too much for him. Librarian is moving into the centre here between the Chaos Lord and the Marines, and the Demons down on this flank here. The Lieutenant has fallen back also. The Captain is now on top of this building, kind of making sure he's within a nice safe distance of the rest of the Tactical Marines. And down here we've got the Repulsor and the Predator. Both have fallen out of combat with the Mutilator. And that is it for the Ultramarines. Let's move in to turn 3 Psychic and Shooting for Ultramarines. Right, so turn 3 shooting and psychic. We had null zone go off here again. Smite went into the Lord there, doing a couple of wounds. The Lord was then killed by 12 wounds from this knight that came in and yet destroyed him. Nothing left, just a red mist over the Ultramarines armour. Down here, bolt of fire came in, a couple of las cannon shots came in, and the mutilator is still standing, took 1 wound to fire from this and the guys up there. Bloodletters were kind of killed. We lost 7 of those to fire from on high. And finally, that was really about it. 2 Chaos Marines died there. As I said, opening them up for the Lord there, but that is it. We're moving into turn 3 assault for the Ultramarines. Right, turn 3 assault. The other knight charged in, killing off the Havoc. So in the morale phase, the cultists didn't have a problem. Demons, however, rolled a 1, and the banner was able to bring back 5 more bloodletters. So we are good. We're reinforcing this flank once again, and hopefully this mutilator might be able to come to his own in a moment. We'll see. So moving into turn 4 for chaos. Turn 4 for chaos. So in the movement phase, the cultists are falling out of the ruins. Got the relic there next to the demon prince, probably showing them his lovely relic. Might not work out for the cultists in the end, but who knows. But the demon prince did summon 10 more bloodletters. I can't summon any more. We're up to the point now. We're up to 2,000 points. Down here, the squad is kind of over the building, kind of getting ready to do a couple of multi-charges. The mutilator has stumbled forward, potentially going to try to get up there and do a charge, but who knows. The rhinos also on this flank have moved up. So this one has moved up 12. The other one, being quite wounded, has moved up 6 there. So they are pushing up as well to join in the last offensive before it's all too late. So we're going to move into turn 4, psychic and shooting for chaos. We're going to start off with the Vindicator here, still in the ruins. He's going to fire the Demolisher Cannon into the Repulsor there. The Repulsor's got 3 wounds left. Will it be enough? So, how many shots? D3 shots. 1 shot. Oh no. Alright, so we need a 3 up to hit. No, a 1. Right, so looking at Demon Prince is actually within 6. So we're going to re-roll this one. Still might not help. Another 1! No! The Repulsor survives. Right, what else have we got? Right, so this Rhino here, the Havoc Launcher, is going to fire over into the Repulsor to try and do a bit more damage. The Combi Bolter, however, is going to shoot into the Captain, which is just sheltering in this building here. So, let's see what we can do. Right, so, Havoc Launcher, how many shots? 2 shots. Hitting on 4s, because he moved. 2 hits. Wounding on 5, strength 5, toughness 7, I think. So, 1 wound, please. There's
3 up.
3 up, no modifier. 1 wound, 2 left. Right, and the Combi Bolter is firing into the Captain, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, jeez, no wounds, that's terrible. Right, okay, so let's move on to the next one. So the next bit of shooting, the last bit of shooting actually, we're going to fire this into the weaker knight at the front there. So let's see if the Havoc Launcher can do anything. So Havoc Launcher, 6 shots. That's a good sign. Let's see if we can hit it all. So this one's hitting on 5s because he moved, and of course he's weakened. Okay, so 2 hits, wounding on 5s, no wounds. That's a bit of a shame. And we're going to move into assault. Right, so turn 4 charging. Squad of Bloodletters, going to try and charge that, the Librarian over here. We're also going to be joined by the Rhino that's going to come around the corner and try and ram him from behind. The Squad of Bloodletters are going to be charging the Lieutenant and the Tactical Squad up there. And the Mutilator down here, he's going to try and charge up there. So, let's see if we can do any of these charges. So first up, we're going to move this Rhino into combat there. So we need a 5-inch charge. Let's see if we can do it. So Matt has tried to fire with his Combi Plasma, nothing. So 5-inch charge. No! What? Alright, so next up we're going to move the Bloodletters that need a 9-inch charge in. So do you want to fire again for your Overwatch? So, 1 hit. That was the Plasma, so that is wounded. And he's passed. Right, 9-inch charge. Man, nothing. Right, okay, so let's see what we're going to try next. Right, so next up, we've got the squad of Bloodletters. We're going to try multi-charge into the Tactical Marines and the Lieutenant. Let's see if Matt is able to do anything in Overwatch. Right, so down here, one Bloodletter was killed to Overwatch, and the Mutilator stumbled his way up there, and he's in combat with the other tactical squad there. So let's see what they can actually do in combat. Right, so Mutilator, here we go. So he's got 3 attacks. He has strength 7. one hit. Ah, Mutilator. What are we like? Strength 7. Didn't even wound. Dear, oh dear. Right, okay, let's move on to Bloodletters. Right, so we've got 6 attacks from the Bloodletters on the tactical squad up in the building. Hitting on freeze. Okay, so we've got 3 hits. Not going well now. Freeze to wound. 1 wound. This is not going well. Right, 1 6-up save, please. Sure, so close. 1 Marine is dead up there. And let's see how many attacks we've got on the Lieutenant. Right, so we've got 11 attacks on the Lieutenant, hitting on freeze. A couple of misses there. And we are wounding on freeze. 6s, of course, do 2 wounds rather than 1. Okay, so we have got 4 normal -3 saves. We do 1 wound and 1 that does 2 wounds there. Let's go for it.
Just 4 normal?
Yep. Well, that is not a good sign right there, is it? How many wounds has this guy got?
He's got 5.
Lieutenant's got 5, right, so he needs to pass this 6. Do not pass this 6, Matt, or I will cry. Oh,
no.
Thank goodness for that. That's going to be embarrassing. All right, so Lieutenant has fallen. Now, let's see if they can do anything on fightbacks. So first up for the counter-attack here, we have got the Captain with his relic that is going up against the 1 wound Mutilator. Can he kill him? Or will the Captain be just as bad as a Mutilator? Let's find out. So in the fight back, the Captain killed the Mutilator with ease. Unfortunately for the Marines, they weren't able to do anything to the Bloodletters there. So let's move into turn 4 for the Ultramarines. Right, so turn 4 movement for the Ultramarines. Right, so it's quite interesting here. The armour on the right-hand side of the battlefield for the Ultramarines has pushed up Repulsor using his Machine Spirit here, only on 2 wounds, still moving up. Over here, they are holding ground on top of this building, although the Marines that were assaulted have fallen down onto the ground here, aiming their bolters up in the air. The Captain has joined them as well as the Librarian to try and deal with this squad of Bloodletters here. And finally, over on the far flank, you've got the 2 Knights, which are pushing up against the Rhinos and possibly putting some shots in across down the field here. So, it's all to play for. Let's move into turn 4, Psychic and Shooting for the Ultramarines. So in turn 4 Psychic for the Ultramarines, we had a null zone go off on the Librarian there, kind of leaving these Bloodletters a little bit defenceless. Down here now in shooting, we're going to fire the first Armiger down across into the Cultists. Of course, the Cultists are currently holding the objective. So let's see if Matt can do any damage. Right, so we're finally Heavy Stubber first into the Cultists.
3.
All hit, freeze to wound. All wounded. Right, 3 saves coming up. Sorry, Matt, I'm stealing a dice, but they seem to work quite well. Maybe they don't. All right, 3 dead cultists. Right, next up, we have got the autocannons firing in as well. Oh, nice. 4 shots. Right, okay, that's good. Right, 2 hit. 2 to wound. 2 dead cultists. Awesome. Right, let's see what's going to fire. Oh, find the other one as well. Right, okay. Go for it. So, Heavy Stubber, 2 hit. 1 wound. 1 dead. So, 6 cultists are now dead. Next gun. So, oh, that's not too bad. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. Right, okay. Hopefully we have some 1s and 2s again on this. Right, let's have a look. Okay, there's a couple of misses there. All right, 2s to wound. Okay, so that is 5 dead. So that's 11 dead cultists. Nasty, nasty stuff. Right, okay, let's move on to the next bit of shooting. Right, so next I've got the 2 wound repulsor. He's going to put all the small arms into the Bloodletters. The las cannons, however, are going to go into the Vindicator. Let's see if we can do anything. So 5s of the las cannons to hit. No, both missed. Right, let's move on to the smaller Gatling weapons. Right, so here we go. We need 5s and 6s to hit the Bloodletters. Oh no. 2? Oh, what a shame. What a real shame.
It should be a bit more sincere.
Then freeze to wound. Strength 5. 1. 1 bloodletter dead. Right, so now we're moving on to the storm bolters to see if they can hit. Maybe 5s and 6s. Okay, so a couple more. Well, one more. But percentage-wise, that's a lot better than what you had before. Freeze. 1. No, one more. 2 bloodletters dead.
And now the missile pod.
Yeah, the missile pod now hitting on 6s, but see how many shots? So 2 shots hitting on 6s. No, nothing. Right, let's move on to the next tank. So now we have got the Predator moved back into a firing position, firing along here into the Vindicator. So we're hitting on 4s. So let's see if we can hit. So hitting on 4s. 2 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1. Right, so we got a 6 up. Nope. So how much damage? 6 wounds. Nasty. Right. What have we got next? So next up, we've got this tactical squad up here. Las Cannon's going to fire into the Vindicator, try and finish it off, and the Bolters are going to fire into this squad of Bloodletters. Let's see if Matt's able to do anything. First off, Las Cannon. Yep, hit. Nope, nothing. And the Bolters into the poor Bloodletters. Okay. So hopefully we're going to end up with lots of 1s and 2s to hit, or 2s preferably. There we go, that's not too bad. Okay, so 4 hits. 3 wound. 3 wounds. 3 6-ups, because I've got no demon save anymore, because someone decided to get rid of that. That's 3 dead demons. Right, let's move on to the next thing.
Sergeant?
Oh, the Sergeant.
Bolters?
Nope. And the Plasma. 1 hit. Right, 2 to wound. Okay, so that's 3 dead demons. So next up, this tactical squad, what remains of it, are going to fire into the demons as well. Las Cannon's hitting on 5s now, because of course it fell back and it's a heavy weapon. So he's hitting on 5s, and these guys are hitting on 4s here. So let's see if he's able to kill any. So roll for Las Cannon. Las Cannon's missed, unfortunately. So time for the Bolters. Can they do anything? Hitting on 4s. So 2 hit, but 2 rerolls, because of course there's a captain lurking about. So 3 hits. 3 to wound. 2 wounds. 2 6-ups. 2 more dead demons.
A plasma.
And a Plasma.
I'm just going to fight as a 4s.
Okay, 1 hit. So 3 dead demons. Right, okay. So next up, the captain here is going to fire into the 2 remaining demons. Can Matt finish them off? Let's find out. Matt is throwing his dice around now, hoping dice gods will save him. Right, so hitting on 2s.
3s.
3s. Oh yeah, combi shots. Yep. So okay, so that's 3 hits so far. 2 bolt guns and 1 plasma. So bolt guns. Winning on 3s. 1, 2, 3. So one demon is dead and 2 saves. Right. Nope. So all of the demons are now dead in that area. So at the end of the shooting phase, we had the librarian here firing his combi bolter. Over here, killing off 2 of the bloodletters there. So we're going to, I've heard we're doing some charges. So let's see what they can do. So Matt is going to try to charge the captain into the rhino down here. And likewise with this one here, is going to be trying to charge in there. So let's do some Overwatch to see if we're able to do anything on the way in. So a roll for the Overwatch and the charge distance. 1 wound was dealt to the captain from the Havoc launcher on top, but the captain has made it in. Likewise over here, a bit of hit damage. Unfortunately, nothing went through and the charge failed. And unfortunately for Matt, he used his last reroll on that one there. So let's see if that captain can do anything to the rhino. Right, so 4 attacks from the captain, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Yep, so all hit. Strength from the captain with his, I think it's a relic blade on the captain there. So
strength 6.
Strength 6, so 5s. Throwing his dice all over the floor now. So it's 2 hits. What's the AP on a relic blade?
Minus 3.
Minus 3, so 2 saves, 2 6-ups. Nope, both failed there. And how much damage does a relic blade do to a poor old rhino that's just trying to get on with the universe?
D3 each.
D3, so lots of D3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds, so it's down to 5 wounds. And let's see if we can do anything in a fight back. Right, so D3 attacks. 1 attack. Hitting on 6s. No, nothing. Right, so that is the end of Assault for the Marines. So the end of turn 4 for the Ultramarines. The cultists failed their leadership. They have now all fallen, although the demons were bolstered and more have now appeared on the battlefield, which is going to be very useful now in the last few moments of this battle. So let's move into turn 5 for Chaos. Right, so turn 5 movement. A Demon Prince has now leapt over the building with 12-inch movement, so he's now going to try and engage the Librarian and possibly the Marines, seeing how if he fancies his luck. Down here, the Bloodletters are now poured onto the relic they're holding there. The Vindicator's holding still because it's taken some damage. It's his last chance to do something to that repulsor and make sure the Primaris pay for their heresy. Their heresy against the Chaos Marines for their pure existence. Rhino over here holding ground against the captain there, and that one there is just moved up to possibly engage those knights. So let's move in to turn 5, shooting for Chaos. Right, so Vindicator, last chance now, fire against the repulsor. So let's see if I can get it. Vindicator, how many shots? 2 shots. 2 shots enough. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Do I reroll the 1? I'm going to reroll the 1. My last reroll. 2 hit. Freeze to wound. Both wounded. 2 6-up saves, please. No. How much damage? Well, it's going to be blown up. So it's 10 wounds. It's gone. But does it blow up? No. So the repulsor has no more. It is gone. Right. Let's move on to the remaining Rhino that's not engaged in combat. So we are firing the remaining Rhino here into the Knight to see if we can do anything. So let's fire some Havoc Launchers and some Combi Bolters. So Havoc Launcher, D6 shots. 1. Missed, because we were hitting on 5s because we moved. Combi Bolter, hitting on 4s. 2. Winning on 5s. 1. 1 armor save, please. Yeah, there we go. Combi Bolters can do it. Right, we're going to move into Assault, and hopefully Demon Prince will be able to mush up some Ultramarines. Right, so I'm going to be charging into both squads there, and so Matt is going to do some Overwatch to see if he can do some damage to the Demon Prince. Start for Librarian, firing his Combi Bolter, hitting on 6s. 1 bolt gun is hit and didn't wound. And now we're moving on to the other shots there. So we've got another Combi Plasma and some bolt guns and a las cannon. So what we're firing first?
We've got four bolter shots.
4 bolter shots. Hitting on 6s. 2 hit. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. Both made it.
Las cannon.
Las cannon. Oh, thank goodness for that. And the plasma. I believe you should overcharge. It'll be 1 less model for me to kill in a moment.
Go on then. We'll have a
So the reds are the plasma. We're overcharging. No, I should have just said no to him, shouldn't I? And then you need freeze. No, goodness. Right, okay. Charge distance. Yeah, we're in. Right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so it's Mark of Khorne with claws. A pair of claws has got 8 attacks. So the white ones are going to be against the Librarian, and the grey ones are against the Marines. We're hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. We've got no 1s, but we have got 2 6s here, which then explode. So let's roll a couple more dice. So 1 against the Librarian, 1 against the Marines. Yep, right, so there we go. Let's see if we can wound. Right, so we've got 5 attacks on each. We're wounding on freeze. Right, so we've got 4 wounds on both targets. Let's see if we can pass some armor saves. So we're doing 4 saves for the Marines first. There's a -2, so we're it's a 5-up save. So 1 of the Marines died. That's not too bad. And now Librarian.
And he did it that way around.
Can he do it? No, that's 4 wounds on the Librarian. Let's see how many wounds the Librarian's got. Surely he can't have more than 4. No, I don't think he does. Matt is desperately searching here.
Wounds 5.
Wounds 5? Oh.
No, I'm kidding. No,
Yeah. Jeez, yeah. Wind up merchant. Right, okay, so Librarian has fallen. And that was fight back for the 3 remaining Marines. Right, okay, so we've got 2 attacks for the sergeant, 2 for the other tactical marines that are in there. Now we are needing to see if we can do some damage. So, or can hit even, sorry. So it's 2 hit, 5s to wound, 1 wound. Right, see if we can save with my Uber power armor. I can. Right, okay, so let's move on to the rest of combat. Right, so the end of turn 5 for Chaos. So the captain down here fought back. Rhino is now on 4 wounds, although it did take another wound to the Rhino, which is quite good. Down here as well, we charged in. I did forget, but Matt was a gentleman and actually reminded me to do it, and nothing happened here. Stalemate. And of course down here the fight continues between the 3 Marines there and the Demon Prince. So let's move into turn 5 for the Ultramarines. Right, so turn 5 movement for the Ultramarines. So down here this squad is now moving down. This tactical squad is disengaged from the Demon Prince, and the Knight has also moved around the back and he is lining up a bead down here onto the bloodletters. Everything is going to be firing on the bloodletters. Also down here we've got the captain here. He is also firing. He's going to disengage with the Rhino and he'll be firing his combi bolter in. These bloodletters are in for a world of pain. Can they survive? Let's find out. Turn 5 shooting. So first off we're starting the armiger. That's going to be firing into the bloodletters. We're going to start off with the autocannons. Okay, so that's not too bad. 2, 3, so that's 9 shots. That's not really what I wanted, but hey, what can you ask for? So,
3s.
3s. Oh no, it's not good for me. And 3s again. Oh, 2s again, sorry, 2s, sorry, not 3s. Right, so 7 saves. Let's see if I can make 7 saves. I'm going to use your dice. Okay. So I think they're due some 5s and 6s. Right, so 2, so 5 are dead. Let's move on, see what's next. So 5 dead so far, it's not looking good. Heavy stubber from the Knight over there, still got a bead on the bloodletters here. It's going to fire in now. Right, Matt, roll some dice. So 2 saves. You can see it coming now. 2 5-ups. 1 more dead. So 6 demons dead. Right, what's next? So next up we've got this tactical squad here firing las cannons, hitting on a 5 now because he disengaged and moved, and the 2 bolters hitting on 4s. So let's see what we can do. So las cannon first, hitting on 5s. Oh, thank goodness. Right, bolters hitting off. So 1's in rapid fire if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
So 1 hit. Nope. And the plasma. Nope. Right, so next up we've got another tactical squad. Right, so next up, this tactical squad here with the las cannon. They're out of rapid fire range, but they are going to fire the bolters and are going to fire the las cannon. This guy's going to be hitting on 4s because he moved, and these guys obviously hitting on 3s. Let's see if they can kill some demons. Cannon, hit. Now can it wound? Yes. Can I save? Yes. Good stuff. Right, bolters. Can they hit? You've got 4 bolters.
3 bolters and the plasma.
Okay, so 3 bolters. All hit. Can they wound? Hopefully not. 2 wound. 2 dead. 2 dead demons. Sad times for the demons.
Plasma.
Yep.
Wounds.
Wounds. Can I save? Yes. So 2 dead demons. Let's see what else he's got. So next up, the Predator is moving, moved. He's going to fire now. He's hitting on 4s. He's going against these bloodletters here. He's got 4 shots, potentially 4 dead bloodletters. Right, here we go. 4 las cannons, hitting on 4s. Ones. 3 hits. 2s to wound.
No, he's out range.
Yeah, no. 2 wounded. Right. Whew. I'm going to use my special dice here. Alright, so 1 dead. By the way, they weren't actually that special. That's just a coincidence. Right, and I think next time we got a captain with a combi bolter firing. He's got 4 shots. So the captain is in fact down here. He did disengage, so he's got a -1 to hit. Right, so let's see if he can actually hit anything. Hopefully not.
I'm just going to fire the plasmas.
Just going to fire the plasmas.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll be minus.
Yep. So hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s, 1 hit. This plasma, so wounded. one more demon. So 2 more, so 3 demons left. Goodness, this is getting close. Right, okay, so shooting is over. At this rate, the demons will need a 1. It's happened before, it could happen again to pass morale. But let's see what happens. Right, so we've got a morale check here. Both myself and Matt have agreed this is the last turn. So this game is going to come down to this one roll. It's been a very exciting game. So basically, at the moment, the bloodletters, as it stands, will lose 3 whatever happens in the morale check, unless this little banner rolls a 1 and D6 come back. Here we go. It's a tense moment. I can feel it. Please, please roll a 1. You rolled 1s for a lot in this game. Now roll a 1 now. Ah, yeah, the demons are dead. Right, let's come back with the score. Right, so there is no secondaries in this mission. It is all about the relic. The mission dictates that if the relic is not being held by the end of the game, it is the player with the closest model that wins. If both models are at the same distance, it is a draw. So, it doesn't say anything about infantry. So we've got a Vindicator here, and we've got a Captain here. Matt, do you wish to do the honours and measure this on camera now? So, we're going to measure it from the... There we go. So, we have got 5 inches there. Yep. To Mr. Captain, and just under 5 to the tank. So as it goes, chaos of 1, but could it get any closer than that? I think not. The battle, if it continued, most probably would have gone in the Ultramarines' favour, but we'll never know. So currently, between myself and Matt, between the Wordbearers and the Ultramarines, the most bitter of rivals is 2-1 to chaos. Should we have an Apocalypse game next? Who knows? So guys, it's been an amazing game. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Model of the match for myself would probably be the Demon Prince, just because he sat back and he summoned so many bloodletters onto the battle, which drew fire away from other units and did a fair bit of damage themselves. Matt, do you have a model of the match?
I'm going to say the Repulsor.
The Repulsor. Why the Repulsor?
Because he blew away so many of those demons.
He did. He was like the demon cleaner. So yeah, really good. Really fun game. I hope you've all enjoyed watching it. We've definitely enjoyed playing it. It's gone all over the place from one side to the other. And like I said at the end there, a very, very narrow victory for Chaos. So this is Dom from BlackToad Studios. Thank you very much for watching and take care.